to my channel. It's Cassie. If you want to find out how to do this simple smoky eye look, just keep watching. Okay, so I'm starting off with my foundation. It's the Inglot's high definition foundation. Basically to prime my face, I just washed it and put some moisturizer on. I'm not going to bother to tell you the color of my foundation because everybody uses different colors of foundation, so I don't even know why people do that. So I'm going to take a silicone beauty blender. I find this to be the best because you actually waste zero product. If you use a foundation brush, a lot of foundation gets left in the brush. Okay, so I make sure that my foundation's properly applied, blended in nicely, cover up all areas like up to the hairline and such. Then I just go into some basic contouring and I use my highlighting powder to actually just set under my eye. I don't really like a lot of product under eye. After this, I fill in my brows using the same method as the tutorial I posted. Just prime my eyes using the NYX eyeshadow primer. Most of the products I'm going to use today actually are NYX products. Very affordable, excellent quality. So what you're going to do is just add some of the eyeshadow base onto your eyelid. You can use your finger, you can use a brush, as long as it's applied evenly and basically properly. You can use your finger, you can use whatever you want to. So next I'm going to take the NYX Dreamcatcher palette in Golden Horizon. I'm going to use a matte shadow to actually set the eyeshadow base basically. And the brush I'm going to take to use is the Real Techniques. It's actually a crease brush, but it blends really well, so I'm going to use that to apply the matte shadow onto the eyeshadow base to set it. Next I'm going to go in with the NYX Bohemian Chic Nude Palette, all matte shades. I'm going to use the brown from here to actually define my crease. Brush I'm going to use is the Real Techniques Deluxe Crease brush. It's a nice fluffy brush, excellent for blending. And then I'm going to define the crease, as we can see. So what I'm going to be doing here is actually defining the crease and also bringing the eyeshadow down to the lash line. But you're going to see me also then darken the lash line, so it has a gradient. From the lash line up is darker. Okay, so our crease area is defined. That would be your crease area, just near the brow bone but lower than the actual eyebrow. So what we're going to do now is add and pack on basically black or the deepest eyeshadow that you can get to the lash line, from the beginning of the lashes to the end of the lashes. So I wanted to deepen the brown on my eyelid from the lashes up, so I took a Crayolan eyeshadow brush and just started patting on more of the brown eyeshadow. Make sure that when you're doing your eyeshadow, that your eyeshadow doesn't reach the top of your brow bone. It just looks clownish, and you have to have that space so that it highlights the actual brow bone. I'm going to use the NYX Runway collection. The palette is called Jazz Night. I'm going to use the deep black from here. I'm going to be using an angled brush to pack on the black eyeshadow. It's cute, isn't it, this brush? Back to what we were doing. So we're going to pack on the eyeshadow as close to the lash line as possible. We also want to make sure that we're not packing on the eyeshadow line too thick. We want to make a fairly thin line because we're going to blend it up afterwards. Then you're just going to take your finger and slightly pat it, giving it a bit of a smudge. Now back to the Real Techniques fluffy brush. We're going to use it to blend that black eyeshadow up and smoke it out further. So I wanted it to be a bit more darker, so I added in a bit more of the black eyeshadow. You can go as deep as you want. Make sure that you blend it out as well. Once you're happy with the final look of the smokiness, so what you're going to do now to intensify the smokiness is called tight lining. You're going to take a normal black eyeliner and just make sure that you're lining the upper eyelid on the inside closest to the lash line to deepen that. I also added a bit of liner to the lower lash line very lightly, and a bit of black eyeshadow to the corners to deepen the smoky look. Still keeping it simple but giving you a beautiful smoky eye. So I'm going back in with the NYX Dreamcatcher palette again. I'm using the gold color here to highlight the inner corner of my eye, just to give it a nice brightened look at the corners so it's not so dark. And so once I'm done highlighting the inner corners of my eyes, I'm going to do some highlight on the cheeks using the NYX Illuminator. Give it a nice highlighted look, the cheekbones. So I finished up the look with some eyelure lashes and a nude lip from Wet n Wild in the color Sandstorm. Don't forget to like, subscribe and follow me on Instagram. Also hit the notifications bell to get an update on all my new videos. Thanks for watching.